All right, today we're going to look at Math Boxes 2-10. Let's look at problem number 1. Joe has 5 packages of crackers. Each package has 6 crackers. How many crackers are there in all? So he has 5 packages, so I'd like to underline the information. 6 crackers in each package. So I'm thinking I'm going to draw my picture first. So I'm going to draw in 5 packages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are my 5 groups, and each one has 6 in it. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that I have 5 groups of 6. So if I look at that language, 5 groups of 6, I know I can write that as my number model. 5 groups of 6 equals question mark, because I need to have my number model with a question mark. So now what I can do is I can count by 6. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 more is 18, plus 6 more is 24, plus 6 more is 30. Even though the problem doesn't fit, I could count by my 5 6 times and do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could do that as well. And that's how you solve number 1. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says Sonia had 43 crayons, and her teacher gave her 20 more. Now she has 25 more crayons than Mia. How many crayons does Mia have? So this looks like this is a multi-step word problem. So let's break it down into steps. So Sonia had 43 crayons, and her teacher gave her 20 more. So let's first find out how many crayons Sonia has. So we see Sonia, and she had 43. Her teacher gave her 20 more. So we can think, and I'm just going to count and add 2 tens onto that. So 40 plus 20 is 60, and we can combine that 3 back on. So we have 63 crayons. So now we've figured out what Sonia has, so we can put a check mark there. We've used that information. We can look now and see, now she has 25 more crayons than Mia. How many crayons does Mia have? And if she has more, we need to take that more, 25 more, away from 63. So our new number model is going to be 63. The 63 crayons that Sonia has minus 25 equals, and I'm going to put on here, it should equal Mia's crayons. I'm going to use a number line to solve this problem. I'm actually going to let this line help be my number model, for my model, excuse me. So I'm going to actually start here at 25. 25, and I'm going to jump 5 more to get to 30. And then I can see I can go a jump of 30 to get to 60, and then a jump of 3 to get to 63. Now I simply need to combine my jumps to find the difference. So 30 plus 5 is 35, plus 3 is 38. And I can see 38 as an option. So D is my correct answer. Mia has 38 crayons. Now let's move on to problem 3. So problem 3 reads, 4 children share 3 crackers. Use the rectangles to show how they can share the crackers equally. So I can see and underline my important information. I can see that there's 4 children share 3 crackers. So if I'm going to have these represent the crackers here, I need to divide each one of those crackers into 4 pieces. I'm going to take that, I'm going to split it here. Now I've got 2 pieces, I can split it again, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So now that I've got those 4 pieces, I can need to split each cracker. Split it in half, and split it in half again. Split it in half, and split it in half again. I've now split each cracker into 4 pieces. And now what I can do is I can give each one of those children, one children's going to get one piece from each cracker. So I can see this piece, and this piece goes to one person. And I can represent that using a different color. This piece goes to our yellow friend. This piece, and this piece goes to our red friend. And finally, this piece, and this piece goes to our friend in the green shirt. And that's one way that you can share the crackers equally. Let's take a look at problem number 4. It says, use your pattern block template to trace a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. So first for this problem, we'd have to understand that a quadrilateral, quad, like a four-wheeler, means it has 4 sides. So I'm looking for a polygon, specifically, that has 4 sides. And then it also says that the other constraints, like in science, says it has to have 4 right angles. And a right angle is an angle that makes a square, like it does right there at that corner. So I'm looking for a figure that has 4 of those. So I've got my pattern block here, and I'm going to trace. So I can trace my square. And I'm going to give you another example, my rectangle as well. My rectangle, both of these have 1, 2, 3, 4 right angles. I'm going to give you a non-example, and I'm going to do the non-example in red. This would be a non-example. This is a quadrilateral. It's called a trapezoid, but even though it has 4 sides, these angles here are not square angles, like the corner of a wall that you see right there. And that's why they would not fit. So these are 2 great examples here. This is a non-example. For our last problem, problem number 5, a writing reason says, look at problem 3. Problem 3 is right here, and it says, write a fraction to name the crackers in each child's share. So what we need to do, look, and first we're going to look at one cracker, and we can see the cracker split into 4 parts. And when something's split into 4 parts, we would describe that as being into fourths. Fourths. And then we have to look. It says each child share, and we just have to simply count how many fourths does, let's say, the person in blue have. And we could count them. We could say they have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So we'd record they have 3/4. Another way to write that would be 3/4. And we'll get more into that in our fraction unit. So that each person has 3/4 of one cracker. We could even represent that if we look at our cracker here. Split our cracker into 4 parts. If you got 3 pieces of each cracker, you'd have 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So we get our 4 as our denominator, or our 4 parts as our fourths, and our numerator is represented by the 3 parts we have shaded in. And that's how you solve problem 5.